Okay.
Does that fix it? Yeah, it does. Okay. That's weird. Can remove that then. Ta-da. So I'm back. And I should say what I am doing. Yep, stream health. Yeah, I can see that the current bitrate is lower. Is it better now? Open widget. It's a bit lower than normal. Okay. I'm now not sure. The audio is working properly. Oh, that's a pain. Oh, gauges on here seem to be working fine. I'll have to wait until somebody visits. So, as I was saying, we will be working on adding a neat little gantry crane that operates across these rails. Still having issues with the audio. I'm going to have to do something about that. This is going to speech jam me if it's working correctly. Okay. Right. First we switch that to there. Okay. This might sound a bit odd for a few seconds. CH. Now, can I hear myself? Yep, I can. Okay. Audio's working fine. There we go. And let's muddle through. Right. We're going to have our things on here. So let's go to modeling. And we're going to create a new cube. Cargo support, camera, cargo ship. Now I've broken the water. They're all there. Scene collection. This is going to be the crane. So I'm going to add a box. Cube. I'm going to call you not a cargo plane, a cargo crane. and it's going to be on ships. See, there's the ships have we're in edit mode. We're not supposed to be in edit mode. See, the ships have cargo containers on them. So we're going to be building a crane to load the cargo containers on and off of the ships. That's the plan anyway. And for some reason that's been linked to that. Okay, undo that. And you select. Why are you there? That's not supposed to be happening. Buffer 1. This cube is not supposed to be present, so let's just select that and delete it. Edges. Come out into object mode. Put this in the collection. We'll just snap ourselves to cursor. Now we're going to go add a cube. Move this cube over. This is going to be one of the supports. I think we've got some pictures. I've got my reference pictures. There we go. So we've got our cubes over here. This will be the support, as I said. Well, these are the rail lines that the crane is going to be running across. So we'll widen it there and lift it up slightly so it looks like it's sitting on them. And the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to name that crane. I'm going to start adding some modifiers to it. The first modifier, I want it to be in sort of in line with this cargo container on this boat here. So I've just got that there. Next thing, adding a modifier. We want a mirror modifier. So it will create a copy of it mirrored through the x-axis. Where is your copy? So it's gone somewhere strange. And right. Y, Z, bisect, flip. Oh, I reckon it's being reflected internally. So we're going to have to pick an empty object to create a mirror point around. That's fair enough. Add, where is our empty instance? Empty. Say a single arrow. And be in the middle of the box. And now if we go to crane, we could go mirror object, select empty. Oh. Or can we just go? We just drag that into there. Why don't I see a reflection of that? I'm in the wrong rendering mode. Material preview. Nope. Okay, mirror object. Object uses a mirror. Ah, okay. There we go. Basically, why I'm doing it this way is half the amount of effort I have to do. So in here, switch to object mode, edit mode, sorry. Going to select the outmost of these and actually we'll select the surface first. That's underneath. Oops. We can go shift there. Right. Let me snap. Cursor to selected. We select that. We select you. Go away. Select you. And you. We'll then scale them out slightly, which will make these slant. It's good. I actually want to probably also do the same but opposite to the topmost. So we go there, cursor to selected, select that like that, and scale in. So we get sort of like a trapezoid shape. Why doesn't that look symmetric? Because I was viewing it at a strange angle, and it's perfectly fine and symmetric. Excellent. So that's the lower support. And we'll select the top of the support here. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. Did I just undo all of that? Let's bring this back in again. I want to go Shift Z. Right. Now we want to select the top bit. And I'm going to say add a face. And we go. Let's slide. Face add. Where are you? Insert face. About there. I'm going to cut this into 3 sections, so we'll have 2 girders coming up. go. I think we can do it to the loop slice. Let's see. And if we go loop slice, number of cuts, 2. Yes, perfect. And now what we can do is select edges, or select faces, and we're going to extrude these out. Want to be X like that. Extrude it out so it's higher than the cargo container. That looks fine. And up here we're going to create another box, and it'll come across that way, and that will be the support rail. So how can we do that? It's basically a bit of seeing what you can do. I think we can actually cursor to selected, and then we're actually going to go add cube. That's perfectly fine for what we are doing. And we'll select face, just that one. Insert face. Bring it in. And then we'll extrude the region and have it join up. And I say extrude till it joins. There. And we'll need, they have a sort of like a, actually, just a couple of things. Going to need an edge loop here, like that. Let's go select all the sides around here. And at the bottom 2. Now this is a bit tricky. Go select, cursor to selected, 3D cursor, extrude region. That's not the way I want it to extrude. Can I get it to extrude normals? Rotation normal. So that's X, that's Z. say z.5 and x 0.5 nope, that's not going to do what I want. I want it to expand consistently rather than in one direction. Global, normal, nope. Or do I have to just do it multiple times? Let's try doing it multiple times. So up 0.5. Then we select the sides and tell it to extrude, no, but not the top. That's to extrude 0.5. Just put you back to global again because you're not. It's important here. You come down 0.5 and you come out come out 0.5. Okay. So that is the supports, but I want to have a sort of like a cross brace in the middle as well. So we'll do that. Go again by selecting the top. Go extrude again. Actually, you don't want to extrude first. What we want to do first is insert a edge, a face. So insert face. I'm going to say nope, 0.5 meter, 0.5. There we go. Now we do the extrusion. I'm going to go up. That's not what we want. So go up, say that much. Can we go up 6 and across 6? 6 and across 6. Okay, it's a bit too far. 5.5. 4.5. 4.75. Okay, that works. That's sort of like a cross support to keep it rigid. And we'll put in a loop cut around through here. Like that. And this lower bit is going to be our support beam. Where the crane is actually going to... No, we can run it along... Yeah. We can have all three of these be that. But we'll drop out of edit mode. Because I want to add an array modifier. So we have clones across there. And I just realized this is not uniform in size. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Maybe it is. If we adjust you, want you directly on that line, you directly on that line, and oops, probably easy enough to go from the top. You got to be right on that line, and I can see now that this one is not right on this line. Okay. Just probably make it easier if I hide the water. There we go. It must be an optical illusion. Because this area feels narrower than this area, but it's probably because it's full of a big ship. What I'm going to do, select the crane, move it across to the middlemost one. Do we... Yeah. It's easy. Then we create two more empties to mirror with. So you move you to there, so you're directly over the middle bit. Now if we switch on the crane, we say mirror X. We can adjust the empty. And forth, so it's lined up. We can do a duplicate this empty. Like that. Put this second empty in the middle of the boat there. We add another modifier, which is another mirror. Oh, for some reason it reflected to the right spot. That is really cool. I'm not sure why it knew where to reflect to, but that's fine by me. I'm modeling a cargo crane because I'm going to do an animation with it where the crane will unload a cargo container from here and put it onto the little boat, because I'm planning to do a very silly video with it. Oh, and hi, 𝕊𝔸℉𝔻𝔸 It is good to see you again. And now we can go back into the crane itself. We can now start to extend out this central bar here. And go by selecting these ones here. And going, where is my button for extrude region? Like that. And it will join up nicely. So this will be the beam to allow the crane to run along. Downloaded a new mod called Carwis Chinese Aerospace Pack, which adds long mark 1, 2, 2C, 2D, 5 and 5P. Oh, that's cool. There we go. I think that's the main crane body done. What I want to do is add a couple of little features, and then we can go on to shading. All right, still in edit mode. Go to select this top bit. I'm going to go snaps the collector selected, and go add. Going to add a UV sphere, a lot smaller than that, to 5. Okay, that's perfect. Next step is the shading. We should select each of the areas first. to apply the shading for. Let's go into material preview. There we go. I first tried Blender around the start of this year, basically. And I want to select this bottom bit here. Why? Oh, because it's a fake. So I'm going to select this bottom bit here. Like that. And we're going to the materials. Go. Yeah. Okay. New. Assign, and this one is. No. Call this one crane. Crane base. And these are going to be called support. Oh, go back to this, to wireframe again. Select going up. Why aren't you selecting? Easy enough to go like that. That's better. Don't want this bit at the bottom. Just want the bits that go up. Here we go. That's a bit in the middle that I want. And that's got caught up in there as well. And these here will be part of supports. Actually, no, they're tall supports. But these will be... Actually, we'll make them all the same. So I've got an idea of how we're going to do it. Okay. Enjoy your work. We'll go there. And into there. And that one. We create a new texture and we'll call this new one. Support. And you in here will get called, get assigned to crane base as well. And then that leaves this one here, which we can go for Z. All of that. Right. Go on the side as well. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, expect only half of it to be filled in because it's mirrored. What we don't expect is me to miss bits. Actually, if we go like that and unselect that bit, you can also note that it's not 100% in the middle, but that's fine. Create a new one, and you are warning light. Okay. Now support. Let's go into the shading controls. Switch to material preview. Oh, we're in object mode. That's fine. Right, support. You going to be red and black stripes for the supports. So, oh, before we do that, entire object apply, rotations and scale. There. Okay. Color ramp. And we are ramping from red to white in a constant manner. Let's put 0.5. And add to that a wave texture into fact. Did something other than the supports get selected? What's your texture? No, your texture's all fine. And okay, let's Oh, you've been set to base. Not sure why these seem to forget how they are supposed to be set. Z. Yeah. I'm wondering. Edit mode. All of you. And just remove the stray bits. Do the same thing on the top of here. There it goes. Assign that to support. Okay. That's going in the wrong direction. Why? That looks better. Yeah, they are. Though, I wouldn't say this is entirely realistic at the moment. Move these ones to be supports as well. So it's got the sort of like the red and white warning stripes so that its aircraft can see it. And the top will be set to a blinking light thing with an emitter. And we'll say come down here. So we're going to go to the crane base. Wondering what colour we'll have that as. That looks good. Actually, that looks... I'm thinking around here-ish. Sort of darker. Or maybe a little bit less like that. You move it more to the green. I think that works. And we'll now set up the textures. These will be all really rough. So increase the roughness right up to the top. Maybe a bit of clear coat. Oh. There. Okay. So if we go, if we then switch the water back on, and we'll go to layout mode. rendered. This will take a little bit of time for everything to load in. Gonna have to make sure I optimize the editing shortly. The loader, I mean. There we go. That's going to take a little bit of time while it loads in the rail textures, I believe. There we go. There. Okay. Oh, there we go. Why is that? Ah, or it's still in edit mode. About in edit mode. Is that just shadow or something really weird? Why is this all dark here? That doesn't make sense while the others are brighter. Might be something to do with clear coat. Or maybe it's because it's a reflection. Okay. That means we're going to have to fiddle around with the shading again. So we don't get that effect here. Right. Darkness gets reflected. Let's turn down the clear coat. Nope. It's not it. Something to do with the roughness. Nope. Okay. Our only source of lighting is, oopsie daisy, it's the sky. And the sun is coming in from almost directly above, but why is this affecting here differently? Because these are both casting shadows. Oh, I just clipped into. Let's try something. Object mode. Select this. Go into edit mode. Select not just that surface. Select the lower end of it. So go to edge select. Select that edge. select the reverse edge. And then, actually probably easier in layout mode. Sorry. Select cursor to selector. Transform pivot point is set to 3D cursor. And we'll go to scale. Yeah, that fixed it. Now we can get out of edit mode. I think that blackness there might be a loading issue, but we'll find out when we do a proper render. And right, so what we are going to want to have is a gantry running across this. I think that's trying to find a good green for it. So like something that people would paint on to there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Oh yeah. Warning lights. This is going to be bright orange. And we go into shading. It's not the orange I want. Sort of a safety orangey reddy color. And we're going to go into material preview. It's a lot easier to handle there. Okay. Search for gradient texture. And we're going to go radial. Actually go factor next. Okay. Search color ramp. I'm just gonna just preview there. Sorry, there. Yes, sphere will be fine. Color there. Go to radial like that. Go to constant. Go 0.5. probably have to set coordinate, texture coordinate. Let's try object. That is what I want. I also want to make it rotate. How about a mapping? And we go frame. That's not what we wanted. Input particle info, object info. Value the frame number, which we will put through a combine XYZ, and we want to rotate around the Y-axis. Now, I think it's not rotating fast enough. Let's add a math node here. I'm going to say multiply, let's say by 10. So that's not rotating the way I expected. Let's try X. Okay. What's going on here? That should be the frame number, shouldn't it? Why are let's check the documentation. Frame number, Blender frame number, shader. How to use frame number in Air. A when you toggle in out of edit mode, Doesn't automatically. It seems to be okay. Right. Change that. Well, we can change this to be that value. Go back to layout. Start. Oh, we're getting something at least. There we go. Oh, I've got chat on screen. There we go. Oh, now we've got chat on screen as well. We've got this issue with these being delayed. Let's see what happens if we do a proper render. But first we're going to get our camera into right position. I think up like here is actually a nice spot. So, oh, that's a interesting effect. Let's see. Control Alt 0. Right. Let's save where we are. Let's do a single frame render. So one of the issues I've got at the moment is some of our objects are really complicated and we have a lot of cubes. So it will take a little bit of time for it to synchronize the objects. Hopefully when we go into our animation renders, this will be somewhat cached between frames. If it isn't, we'll have to look at simplifying our renders to make it more simple. Yeah, synchronizing object support. That's that's actually the biggest because sorry, my drink is going down the wrong hole. The support is one of the biggest things that I have to render. And now that I think about it, I should have made these instances of each other rather than copies. But we live and learn. Actually, we can probably remove each one and replace it with an instance copy. All that will do is speed up the loading into my... There we go. Okay, we're still getting this weird darkness effect here. I'm wondering if it's some sort of Z-fighting, where we've got multiple copies of the same the same texture sitting on top of each other. I mean, some of it doesn't look too bad. Like down here, it's sort of that greyishness isn't completely unacceptable. And these bits are a bit too smooth, and I'd prefer a bit of excuse me. I would prefer some texture noise on it, but these aren't an illusion created by some sort of computational effect. They're not something to do with loading. They are a real thing. Hi, Trains Derail. How are you going today? I hope it is good. Oh, that's okay. Education is important. I would not discourage anybody from their schooling. Right. So we've got to figure out why got this weird effect here. Let's go. I actually have been thinking about changing how I schedule. I haven't got any firm plans though. Right. So even after we've hidden those, and that's the issue. It's this reflection here is causing the weirdness. And okay. That one's now you are meant to be around empty 6, so go like that. Oh, it's reflecting both aspects. I see. I think I know how to fix this now. Nope, that did not fix it. Okay. Empty 6. Let's just move this along here. Yeah, when we overlap these things, it causes problems. But we do want to have those overlapping. So what can we do to hide. So only one of these things appears. And okay. Go back to here. Prevent going through the mirror during transform. Okay. That should prevent it, but it doesn't. Oh, because the mirror is not in the middle of it. That is an issue. Not sure what we can do about that. Hide that. We just want to hide it where it overlaps. I actually have an idea. So we remove this. What we can add after it is a Boolean operator. Okay. Can we Boolean with an empty? No, we can't. And those aren't real, they're reflections. Oh, we can Boolean with an empty. But we get a failed to find. Okay. Right. Okay. We add a big ass box. I said a big ass box. Continue to expand that out. Actually, expand it out so it goes to that green line. Expand it out like that. And continue up. Basically, so it will consume the entire crane. And bounding box. Medium point. There we go. Just adjust it a little bit now. Go for half of it. So I want to get it right on the halfway point. There. We hide it from visibility. go union object cube 14. That's not what was intended. Sect. Nope. That just looks weird. And let's select you and move you around. Why are you continuing to hide things even though you've gone away? This is getting mighty weird. Okay, hold on. Let's switch it to material preview mode. Cube 14. And crane. Union. Intersect. Union. Difference. Oh. Apply all transforms. Nope. What's going on here? You are Mr. Cube. What? Looks very Christmassy, at least. Fine. Why does it not matter where this is moved as to what the effect is on this thing? Okay. You like that. Do I have to keep applying the all transforms? Then crane. I'm just going to get rid of this. I think this is a bad idea. Delete. Okay. What can we do, though, to fix this issue? Could get rid of this. I wonder if we can do an array. Fix count. Object offset. Okay, relative offset. We still got the same issue where it overlaps. 2. And just nudging it. There. Oh. So nudging it there. I hate that. 9.3 I think we worked it out to be. Now, if we say merge, we still get the issues with the Z pointing. Okay, UVs. No, that doesn't help. First and last copies, that doesn't help either. Constant offset. What's caps? No. That does not work. Okay. Hold on. Bisect Y. Hold on. Let's bisect then. That's not the effect that we wanted. No. Hello, Special Edition. How are you? I am doing quite well at the moment. Though I have the issue. I'm trying to work out how to replicate this crane across onto the other set of tracks, which is not going quite as well as I would like. Yeah. There we go. I suppose we could just cut this in half. That makes sense. That makes too much sense. Yep, we are making a gantry crane to load containers. Yep. I think it's sort of like the time when we all get interested in sort of massive bits of infrastructure. So, gonna cut across. Just cut this in half, I think. Like that. And across the top there. And if now we select that other half. Oh, but this is going to look be cut in half as well. Thought I had a solution, but I didn't. This one is going to be quite difficult. Unless I have realized we have a solution. Let's go back to the rendered version. This is all doing fine. Go back to object mode. What we can do is we can apply it. Then this is now a physical thing. So when we go back into edit mode, let's go solid version. Edit mode for the crane. Can't do something, but okay. I do enjoy people jumping in and out. It's like keeping me company for a few minutes and then going on to the rest of their day. Right, that. We select here. We select all that half. Is it all the half, not the... Yeah. Ah, welcome back, trains. How are you? So I hope you are continuing to be good. Right. Should be in wireframe mode for this. Here we go. Yep. This has all been built in Blender. There we go. Never used Blender. I've done some basic CAD work. Yeah. Okay. We've been doing this over a few streams. Basically, part by part building this up. So we'll go there. Delete faces. Like that. Now that we've cut that in half, when we reflect it, it will come out right. Here we go. Well, that's the theory at least, anyway. So add modifier, mirror, and that's mirrored across. So we look at it in material render. That looks good. Fully rendered. There's no weird Z-fighting. That is even better. Z-fighting is where you have two surfaces sitting on top of each other and they fight over which one's going to be reflecting the object, the light. If we go into the camera and jump over to it. Okay. let's see how long this takes to do a quick test render. This whole synchronizing object thing takes a while. Hold on. That is just loading up the cube. The supports will be the bit that takes the longest. And 𝕊𝔸ℕ𝔻ℝ𝔸 I see you as well. Yeah. So we've got support 1, or support. And last time it took about 4 minutes to render, so... But we should see something not too long from now. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, I'm also in the background working on a new model for myself, so that should come out around the 20th, I am hoping. Just in time for my birthday. We've got a couple of other birthday presents planned as well. So that will be fun. Here we go. Yeah. This is looking good. The next step for this project, now that we've got the gantry set up, will be to actually have a proper crane that can run along this bar here. But I think that will be for another stream. I'll just let this finish rendering. I'm just going to move myself down so I'm not floating in the middle of the air. Oop. There we go. Okay. So we've got our shipping containers, our big ass cargo vessel, and our tiny little narrowboat that's all set up to receive another shipping container. Yep. Okay, halfway through the render, but we've almost got no noise left as well. These renders really, you can zoom in really deep on them, which is quite nice. Got a lot of detail. You can see the reflections of the cargo in the water and the waves. Yeah. Okay, that's done. I'm going to actually save this. We do render at a specific resolution. I can't remember what it is at the moment. But the objects do affect how the render turns out, depending on the detail. Because if the object doesn't have much detail, the render can just skip over a lot of it and just say, oh, these two points on the object will render the same way, so we can just use this light path for the other path. So I'm going to save this image, save as, I'm going to save this as to two ships, one train. There we go. And I think that is about that for today's stream. Tomorrow we are going to be let me get back to my main room. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Kerbal Space Program. Hopefully we'll be able to project an orbit back from Juno to Kerbin and have our spaceship fly it. I will see everybody then, hopefully. If you are new watching me, please consider subscribing. If you are watching in the archives, thank you very much. If you kept me company live, also thank you very much. I will hopefully see you tomorrow.